Greetings, fragrance family of YouTube. This is Krishna Chaitanya Incense coming at you with another video. Today I'd like to share a fragrance haul. I've been able to locate and purchase a very unique variety of incense from a store not too far away from home. It's called Incense Pro in Los Angeles on Vine Street in the Hollywood area. It's a wonderful store, and if you're so lucky as to live nearby, I do recommend visiting. They have a wonderful assortment of incense and essential oils, scented and intention candles, and all kinds of fragrant herbs and spiritual knickknacks, crystals and talismans and charms, everything like that. So I do recommend visiting. If you do not live nearby, you can go to their website, and I'll be sure to leave a link down below in the description box for everyone. It's a very good website for online incense shopping as well. Now, before I get into the incense haul, as far as all the varieties of incense that I purchased today, I wanted to set the mood by sharing a little bit about what I'm burning. And this Satya incense, Satya Karma, is by the Bengaluru branch. You can see here on the box, it's got the little leaf icon somewhere. Let's see. Yes. Earth. So this one is not from the Mumbai branch, but rather from the Bengaluru, and it's very nice. It actually reminds me a little bit of this one that I burned through. This is completely empty now. Buddha Bliss is from the Mumbai branch, on the other hand. Pleasant, probably not something I would purchase again. It's a little bit unidimensional for me. It burns very quickly. Nice, but not particularly remarkable. A very light fragrance, even lighter than the dark blue box of Nag Champa that we're all used to. On the other hand, this Karma incense, just very pleasing, not overly sweet. A little bit floral. Don't think of rose or anything strong and pungent like that, though. This is a little bit more of a citrus character. Very light in the sandalwood, and just a lighter version, I would say, of the Nag Champa. I'm not sure how else to describe it, but I think it's worth investigating if this piques your interest. Something that I'll probably purchase another box of once I run out. But anyway, this Karma incense is burning as I do this video. Now, as far as the incenses that I was able to acquire today, first off, I was looking a little bit at sandalwoods, and this one is again from Ppure, a brand that I've been exploring lately, called Nag Champa Chandan. And the reason why this one was so interesting to me is because I recently discovered this one by the same brand, Nag Champa Sandalwood. I've also seen it with the box of the same color called Nag Champa Sandal. And this one is very nice. Compared to Satya Sandalwood, maybe because it's the Mumbai version, I don't know. But this one is very mellow and buttery. Very light sandalwood, not in your face. Just kind of a background smell. Very, very nice. But this Ppure, on the other hand, is not so buttery smooth and mellow. This one is more rich and resinous. Almost like the most rich furniture you can imagine. A little bit stronger in the nostrils, but also I think one of the favorites so far from this brand that I've found. And so, having known that this is so nice, I was a bit confused as to what Nag Champa Chandan could be. Chandan means sandalwood, but the box is of a lighter color, and the storekeeper informed me that this is a slightly newer and a slightly different variety of sandalwood Nag Champa, with masala included. Now, I'm not as familiar with that ingredient, and so I very much want to do a little bit of my own research, and maybe I can make a video on that once I've discovered a little more about masala and its role in making sandalwood or chandan incense. I have not burned this one yet, but I'll be sure to let you all know what I think especially compared to the other variety of sandalwood Nag Champa incense. Next, another from the from the Ppure brand is Nag Champa Amber. You can see the very beautiful orange color of the box. I didn't typically think of amber as one of my favorite ingredients, especially from my experience with colognes and perfumes. I always found it to be a little bit too cloying. You know, maybe good for a very cold climate, but I always thought it's too sweet, even sickly sweet sometimes. However, one of my favorite incenses from years past is this one by Satya. This is the old Satya logo here before the split between Mumbai and Bengaluru. You can see here. In fact, I've had this box on hand for years because it's so difficult to find. I just wanted to keep some in my personal stash for my own use. And you know, I was running low on this, and recently I looked online for where I might find some more. It is available in some places like eBay. But interestingly enough, the ingredients listed include amber. And so in a search for something that might resemble this mantram incense by Satya, I went ahead and purchased this Nag Champa Amber. And so I'm not sure yet if this one will be anything similar or what I'm going to think of this, but I'll be sure to let you know as soon as I've formed an impression. Now, sticking with the Ppure brand, I did purchase a few more varieties of Nag Champa. So the top one, you can see this very rich kind of royal blue color. Their blue variety of Nag Champa, and then the black Nag Champa as well. The boxes don't list differences in ingredients, so I'm not sure exactly what the differences will be. But, you know, knowing how much I really like the Goloka Nag Champa as well as the Satya Nag Champa, I think this was a natural next step for me as I'm in my exploration phase in incense, just trying to find out what I like, see which varieties really tickle my fancy. So I'll be sure to let you guys know what my favorites are in the Nag Champa series, and I'm not sure if these will be something that I'll be purchasing again or if it's just a one-time exploration into these, but in any case, if you do have more interest in Nag Champa incense and fragrance in general, then I do recommend you check out my earlier video on Nag Champa where I go into detail on the different ingredients involved, which include sandalwood and certain flowers of the magnolia and champa variety, as well as some other ingredients like halmadi resin. Now, speaking of Nag Champa, this is going to be my first foray into Tibetan incense. Well, actually, this one is hand-rolled in Nepal, in Kathmandu, Nepal. But it's another variety of Nag Champa dupe. This time it's a rope incense. You can see here Satya Sai Baba, an Indian saint here on the front. I'm not too familiar with him. Maybe some of my listeners and viewers can drop a comment if you know anything about him and his spiritual lineage, since I'm not too familiar. But I've heard that Nag Champa was a favorite of his, and so that's perhaps why they put him on there. Now, I've mostly grown accustomed to using Indian incense, but here's another variety of Tibetan incense, Himalayan. Again, this one is from Kathmandu, Nepal. It's rope incense. So the shopkeeper at Incense Pro kindly informed me that even before agarbatti sticks were invented, this is the traditional way of burning incense. They would dip some kind of cloth or, in this case, rope in the fragrance and burn it that way. You can see it comes with a little stand, a little holder for the ropes. You place them on there, and I'm not really my forte or my area of expertise yet, but I'm very interested to learn more. I got the juniper variety here. I don't expect this one will be as pleasant of a fragrance for the home. It's not really like a Bed Bath & Beyond, you know, make the house smell nice kind of a fragrance. I've heard that Tibetan and Nepalese incense is usually more of a medicinal variety, also used often in Buddhist meditation. So I'm expecting this one, this juniper, to have a bit of a medicinal quality, but I'll be sure to let you know what I think. Another variety to share Song of India, India Temple. I think some of you probably know this better than I do. This is actually the first time I've purchased their incense. I did experience one of their bars of soap in the past, which I liked very much, and so I was familiar with the brand already. Usually I stay away from this one because it's more expensive than the Satya. I think this box is about $4, whereas I usually get the Satya for about $2. But, you know, they had a great deal at Incense Pro, a Christmas discount that I wanted to take advantage of. And besides, you know, I'm just exploring, finding different brands and varieties still. So this box then is something that I'm excited to open and try out. If anybody knows more about Song of India, if they have other scents besides this India Temple scent, please let me know in the comments. I would love to hear more about this one. And last but not least, I was running low on blue box Nag Champa, the original stuff. You know, I found that I do enjoy the Bengaluru Nag Champa more than the Mumbai Nag Champa. For those who are confused, be sure to see my earlier video about the differences between the two Satya companies, since this blue box of incense is now made by two different companies in two different locations. This one, though, made in the original Bengaluru location. Curiously, though, it has neither the new Mumbai logo nor the new Bengaluru logo. Here you can see. Focus it in. This is the original logo. So their father, before the two brothers split the company, the father used this logo in Bengaluru. And this is actually an older box. You can see here leftover stock that she had. The shopkeeper had it from the 2016 series. And so I'm expecting this one to be a little bit more faithful to the way Nag Champa was known for the past few decades. And so when I saw this box and knowing that I was running low on blue box Nag Champa, I had to snatch this up as quick as I could. And we'll see if there's any noticeable difference between this and the new varieties coming out with those two separate logos. Again, check out my Nag Champa video to learn about the ingredients. And check out my video about Satya Sai Baba, this company, Srinivas Sugandalia, if you have questions or concerns about fake Nag Champa or about what these two different companies are doing differently. So I hope you enjoyed this little haul. Seems like quite a lot of new types of incense for me to try, so I'm excited about that. Thankfully, this hobby is more reasonable than my prior hobby of colognes and perfumes. I mean, I remember those haul videos I would watch on YouTube where people would be dropping hundreds and hundreds of dollars to buy a few bottles of designer perfumes, or you know, just some of the more rare and expensive ones there can cost hundreds of dollars. Here, on the other hand, most of these costed between $2 and $5 per, so quite reasonable. You know, I don't feel like I'm breaking the bank, thankfully, and I have a lot of variety now to work through. I'm very curious to see if any of you have questions, or if you would like me to review a particular incense you saw here, please let me know. If you're familiar with any of these brands, I would love to hear. Apart from that, I want to thank you and offer you my Dandavat pranams for watching. Until next time, I bid you farewell.